For the past 35 years, we were so much involved in working for and with persons with disabilities to make sure that we mobilize them, their individual efforts, put them in groups so that they can come together, so that they can have stronger voice. We have worked with Ishiviawata and other coalition forums just to make sure that the voice of persons with disabilities grow as far as possible. But our work also, apart from just working with them, we are making sure that the organization of persons with disabilities, in terms of their organization, are strengthened, and also they have the resources. But I just want to give you the hint that in 2022, last year, we decided to do the transformation and rethink about our ways of supporting persons with disabilities, because yes, we were there working with them hand in hand, accompaniment, coaching, but we thought that it is time now we give them much more power, the ability to make decisions on the things they like more, the way where we were developing projects together and somehow confining the projects and the program to the interests of those who we call them funders. But this time around, we wanted to expand our portfolio where we could also give the persons with disability the ability to do more and to champion things that it's much more favored by them, but it's also for their best interest. On that particular note, we have also changed a little bit of our vision, and we wanted to say that the way we believe as AD, ableism is no longer exist, and we are supposed to be in a society where the inclusion is being done in full. So that is our dream. We wanted to achieve that, and we believe that there is someone who is much more able and someone who has less been able, but we are saying that it doesn't exist. And on that particular note, we are saying that our mission is to support the disability activists and organizations to tackle this ableism, because this is the dream, this is the vision we have, but if we don't work together as here, we will not be able to reach to a situation where ableism is no longer exists. But also within our Africa and Asia program, because we have three program offices: Sudan, Tanzania, and Uganda, and Bangladesh and Cambodia in Asia. Both of us, for many years, we have been, like what I've said, mobilizing disability rights movement and having the collective action so that we deliver significant results in policy and practices, including the UN SRPD, but also we have been doing quite a lot in terms of the livelihood, inclusive education, looking at the policy, looking at the curricula, looking at some of the employment policies, looking at some of the guidelines at the local government level, in any ways, just to ensure that the inclusion is achieved as in a better way as possible. So what is our new strategy? So you see that this is our new strategy now. And you will see that, I know that later on, my colleague, when she starts to involve us, you will see that there is something that we call participatory grant making. For us to be able to achieve the ableism, no ableism world, and also to make sure that all the persons with disabilities participate fully in the society, we see that we needed to work together with persons with disability to design a program as part of the grant making. But also, we are seeing that even if we wanted to provide this grant to the persons with a disability, it's also very important to grow the leadership skill, especially for youth. So whatever that we are doing is just to achieve what we are believing. But apart from growing the leadership in terms of growing or developing programs such as Leadership Academy for women, youth, for persons with disabilities, the leaders who are already managing their organization, so that whenever we do the grant making, and they can as well get the opportunity to scale their organization and get more funding in from other funders. Because if their organization and institutions are being managed by stronger leaders, we expect a lot of changes in this particular organization. That's why leadership is such a strong component. But again, we know issues around persons with disabilities are difficult to be able to be solved by one individual or by one organization. That's why we'll keep honoring all the effort that we have been doing for 35 years, building the movement and strengthening the movement, whether it's the movement of the youth, whether the movement for women, whether the women is the movement for persons with disability as a whole. But at the end of the day, we just wanted to have more collaborations, want to have more coalition, we need to have more stronger voice, so that whatever we are targeting to achieve, we are able to achieve. And then we'll see that there is a place where we want to shift the field, which I think is also very, very important. Why? Is because if I ask different organizations led by persons with disabilities, even us who are also working as an international organization for persons with disabilities, we all struggle when it comes to funding. And then we say that leaving no behind, which is the SDG 2030, we say, where is it? Why we cannot touch it? Where is the disability rights goals and targets? Are we really achieving them? Are we really making them, as we are supposed to? Where are other development partners supporting us on this? So we are seeing it's a big struggle, and that's why in our participatory grant making, we will be sitting together with these groups so that we design funding and the system which is much more working better for the youth, or for the women, or for the persons with the disability groups. So the entire process, it needs to be documented, so that we are able to change or to shift the field and the understanding, the concept, the belief, and the way that other funders or donors they were thinking, so that we go away with the challenges we are facing while we were trying to secure funding, and we are experiencing a lot of difficulties. So I just also wanted to give this slide a little bit of information. So we are here, and my colleague Mike has already mentioned that this program, first of all, was designed by the youth from Tanzania. Sharif there, he is actually understand because he was there and trying to say that this aspect should be there, this aspect should be there, this particular training should be part of the program. So we designed together this program, and the fact that we designed this program, we know that youth, they are in also in a situation where most of what is desired by youth are not achieved. And when it goes to the youth with disabilities, it's further extreme and complex situation. And that's why we say that we should have this program where we could also have all the technicality, the skills that we need so that we can be able to conquer this. So until now, we know, in terms of accessing education. Sorry, before I continue, I just want to make sure that what I'm speaking, the English, is all of us, we can be able to, and there is a translator, Elizabeth, there. So yeah, Elizabeth, if you can stand. So we can always feel comfortable to move to that table, To move to that table. Good, thank you. I stopped there in accessing education because for us Tanzanians, if you haven't gone even to the secondary level, you find that your English will be a little bit of a struggle. And it's in fact with so many other things which are online, you will be missing. If people are talking about Zoom, they are talking about online courses, so many things. and the persons with disability have been, denied for having this particular. You see that for the primary schools, children who completed in 2020, according to the Basic Education Statistics of Tanzania, 11 million of those children who are in primary schools, only 55,758 are children with disability, less than 1%. And we know that the disability prevalence for Tanzania, how is it? According to the disability monography, it says 7.3. Even if we say that the youth group has lesser prevalence, like 5%, like other people are saying, or according to the UNICEF, 3%. But at the end of the day, we are saying that still that level is quite low. So again, where will they get the skills? So this program is very, very important, but who's supposed to say so? I think it's you. In securing employment, we all know, I've been receiving a lot of requests from the youth with disabilities in getting the job opportunities. Accessing economic opportunities. With all the gaps we have, the sign language interpretation, the braille materials, how could they really access the 2% of the local government fund? But when you go to their offices, will you be able even to access? I was running a program of women. We couldn't go to some of the local government because of the infrastructure accessibility. So if you cannot even access a person, will you access the materials? Will you access the fund? It's a miracle. So also on the sexual reproductive health services and training, when we were doing the gender-based violence research funded by the Irish Aid, we received that 90% of the intellectually impaired and those who are deaf, they were raped and they were not able to describe the perpetrators. So again, you'll find that they don't have all the mechanism for family planning, and they are in a very bad situation. And they were subjected also to get some diseases such as HIV. But again, do they access these services? It's also an issue. You will let me know if there is any OPD here in Tanzania led by a young person with a disability. I don't want to say. Or how many organizations are having leaders who are persons with disabilities? Again, we don't have those youth who have the ability to do so. I think those are some of the things I just wanted to highlight so that we are all aware that this particular program that we are about to run is a very, very crucial program for you, because for me, I'm just opening up, and I want you to know that we are here because it is the purpose, and we are called to do all what is important so that our youth with a disability, they have a space, they have a scope, they have the opportunities and all the rights they desired so that they can realize their potentials, whereby we can say that ableism no longer existing. So they no longer exist. We shouldn't really subject our youth to that particular aspect that they are not able. So on that particular note, I will welcome my colleague George to continue with the presentation, but as well as I would like to thank you all for sparing time to attend for this Festival for Advocacy, which aims at bringing the academia with practitioners. I wanted to explain a little bit about the mixture of this, but I thank Professor Dan, who made a good deal explain about what we are, the combination of the academia and the practical. We know that we are coming from the field, we are coming from the reality. I'm looking for those who are doing some, petty business, to those who are just in the town trying to get their food in, without any jobs. So I think we will be able to let the academics, in terms of whatever they are trying to cook the youth and prepare them for jobs, where are they? and those who are running internship, similarly to Add Young Leader Program. Where are we? So I wanted to say that I didn't want it to mention about that, but also I want to say, to make a special thanks to youth with disability who participated in putting the bid together. That's why we are here. Thank you so much. The Bonamo team, thank you so much. The coordinator and the advisor, thank you so much. I also would like to end this beautiful sentence, say that just because a man lacks the use of his eyes, doesn't mean he lacks the vision. Thanks so much.